Hi! So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to sit outside for this one because it's such a lovely day and it's not too hot, and I got off work a little early, so I hope that's okay. I just finished reading volume 1 of Ooku, The Inner Chambers by Fumi Yoshinaga, and I felt really inspired to, I guess, give my first impressions or just talk about this volume with you guys. So I'm gonna be real honest with you about this. I bought this, the first four volumes, used, had no idea what I was getting into. I saw this series sitting on Mama Loves Manga's shelves, along with a couple of other manga tubers that I watched. I can't remember who they were. I guess I'm just late to the game and I never heard them talk about it. I just know that they really like it and they all had it. So I was very curious. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know if it was a romance or if it was a horror. I had no clue. I knew it was historical, but that's about it. I had to pick it up. I had to try this. I was like, I'll get 4 volumes, see if I like it. If I do, I'll continue, and if I don't, I'll just sell those 4 volumes. No big deal, because they weren't full price anyways. I absolutely love this on a level that I can't really express to you, honestly, because I've never read anything like it. Like I said, this isn't really new or anything. This isn't something that a lot of people I've heard talk about or even promote, because maybe I'm just late to the game. When did this come out? Let me check. Okay, this printing was in 2014, so it's not even that old really, like 6-7 years. So I don't know, I started reading it and it has a lot of text. It's very text heavy, kind of like a regular book. So that's something to be aware of when going into this if you are curious. Normally that kind of thing bothers me when I'm reading a graphic novel, comic, or manga. I don't like it to be super text heavy because I would just read a book otherwise. But this was different. It interested me enough to the point to where it didn't matter. I honestly did not care that it had lots of text. So to me, it feels different on that level, like worth it, and it was not a concern personally. So that was a breath of fresh air, and I'm really glad about that. The art is good. It's an older style, but I like older styles, and it's not unpleasing to the eye to look at, so that's also a plus for me. The covers are very plain. There's nothing really fancy about it, but that kind of goes with the theme of this series, honestly. It is a historical, and I don't think it has like a secondary genre specifically. It's rated M for mature, and this is in the Edo period, in a part of Japan, or in a alternate reality Japan, where men started getting very sick and dying rapidly just for no reason, and at least so far there's no reason. And so later on, women became heads of the households and the leaders and the main advisors in the government, you know. So it's kind of a role reversal, and you're seeing things switch on its head as to like normal historical things with that. Like you have men who are servants to the higher up women in their courts, and there are concubines that are men, and it's so interesting to read. And you think that premise would mean that, oh, women are going to change everything, like we're going to flip the whole society on its head and it's going to be a better world because women are just so much better than men and we're going to change everything. Well, so far in this, it's not necessarily that. There are things that are changing in this as opposed to like what actually happened. But in the beginning, it's always been a certain way, and there's traditions held by the women that are exactly the same as how men would have done it. You know, it's not different. At least it's starting to change. Things are changing within their society, but I'm not sure why the leader is doing these things. And I don't want to spoil too much for you because this is very intricate and detailed and interesting and good. But it's very political, and I would normally not super love that kind of thing, but I love this. And there's some romance in it. There's some LGBTQ themes within it, I guess you could say, but not like huge parts of it. It's just mentioned in here there are men who are with men, and there's also good and bad with that. There's a scene where a character, they tried to forcibly do things to them, but it didn't happen. But apparently that is a thing that has happened in the past within this series, so just keep that in mind when you're going into it. I don't know how much darker it's going to get from here on out because I've only read the first volume. But there is a point where the head lady, she asks to see all of the sexy men that she gets to choose for her bedroom, and so she goes to look at them, and one of them, who we follow at the beginning, catches her eye, and for a reason that's not, you know, superficial necessarily. And I just love that scene because we learn a lot about her, just the way that she views these men as not just sexual objects, and how she has so much like forgiveness within her, or like willingness to part with something that she could easily have, if that makes sense. And I don't know, I really like this. I want more people to read it because I've never heard anyone talk about it, and more people should read this, even if you're not sure you would like it. Like, give it just a couple volumes. I think you would love it, because I didn't think I'd like it. But so far, this woman is flipping things on their head and changing the way that their society works, and she's learning more about their history and questioning, why do things need to function this way? We're wasting money and we're wasting time and resources. So I really cannot wait to continue this series. I'm loving it so far. I'm curious if characters are going to remain in the series, or if it's just going to hop from character to character. Because at the beginning of this, we were following a specific guy, and then it kind of just dropped him. I don't know if we'll ever go back to him, but he's not who the ending was about. And I love this. Anyways, I hope you guys will check it out. It's not super expensive to get. If anything, you're just going to be paying retail, which is $12.99 US. Some of the volumes I've found for that price, and some of them are cheaper. So, you know, if you think you can handle it, I think you should try it, because I'm very impressed, and I can't wait to continue it. So yeah, 5 out of 5 from me. I'm definitely going to enjoy this series very slowly, because it is a lot, but I think I could just binge all of it, honestly. So, you know, I'm just going to try to take it slowly because it is so good. I think it's 19 volumes, so, you know, that's the kind of length you're getting into with this, so just be prepared for that too. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say about it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. There's a lot of birds and cars going by, but yeah, I wanted to do it outside. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and please let me know if you want more first impression videos like this one by commenting below, and maybe letting me know some series you want me to check out, especially shonen, because I have the Shonen Jump out, no problem. But I do love shoujo the most. But either way, you know, I just like checking out new manga, and this is new for me. This is something I've never done before. But yeah, like the video and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.